I bit into it and I was like, oh my God. Oh.
Somebody call my mama.
Like,
keep your feet off of social media.
I'm sorry, what? Oh, Aunt Darlene has a foot problem and Levi is not here for it.
No, Darlene, put your feet away.
You ready? Let's get it. Absolutely not. Oh boy.
All right, folks, welcome back to another episode of That's How You
Welcome
Feel.
back.
This is the one and only Caleb Anthony.
Yes.
And I am just Levi.
All right.
Lovely to have y'all folks here with us today.
Thanks for tuning in.
How many are we up to? We got like 9 now?
9 what?
People watching?
About, yeah.
Are you doing a scratcher ticket?
I forgot to do it in the car. I'm sorry. Go ahead, though. Do your whatever.
Well, the question is do you get to split the winnings with me?
Tell you what, if I win, whatever.
You better win big. Watch it be the one time in your life you win big and you just...
Dude, it would be.
And you committed on camera.
You know what? This can wait. I'm going to tell you a story real quick. So, like, the last lottery thing got up to, like, 800 million, whatever. Mm-hmm. And so, you know, I play the lottery, and I think we might have already talked about this before. So I have my ticket and I go to like the electronic kiosk thing. And it's like the new ones I don't like anymore because you could just walk up before and just scan it. It says winner or loser. The new ones, it's like all touch screen. So I scan it because somebody had won and I didn't know where. And I go to scan it and it says, are you over 18? And I'm like, oh boy. And I hit yes. And it said winner, $4. I'm like, I was so pissed. It was the biggest letdown.
You thought it was the moment of your life.
I thought I had something.
I knew someone who won like 10,000 from a lottery ticket one time.
I know somebody that won something, but I don't know the amount. I'd like to know the amount, but
yeah,
I also don't want to know the amount.
I think we talked about lottery ticket. I think we talked about that in a previous. I don't know.
Who cares?
I want to read a couple comments from previous episode.
Thank you for folks for commenting. Go ahead. Read
no,
the
you good?
Mm-hmm.
This is actually from one of our last episodes.
Hey.
The first episode with Brinkley.
Hey.
Talking about high school. I'm kind of curious who this is. QBX1 said...
He is nobody.
He said, Caleb, when did you get really good at pickleball? I've been your partner and my back is still sore from carrying us.
Quinn, his name's Quinn. Quinn is my oldest friend. I've known him since I was literally 0. And big shout out to him. Just had a baby girl like a couple days ago.
Congrats,
that baby is
Quinn.
fresh out the womb. When this airs, she'll be like maybe 3 weeks old. 11. Yeah, but shout out to you, man. Big ups to you. Proud dad. Proud uncle right over here.
Congratulations, and thanks for carrying cable.
Caleb with
but
to
pickleball.
that comment, I have gotten really good at pickleball. I thoroughly enjoy.
I think I just played with you not that long ago, and I disagree.
Be quiet.
2 more from the same episode. Laura Lee 6810, Laura Brumbaugh.
Yes.
She said Emily is a superhero.
Okay.
Yeah. I think a lot of people can agree with us on that after that episode.
All right.
And then the Ben J. Lion 24, his comment was, I LOL'd at this.
Can we block him?
I just want to thanks for your LOL, Ben. Thanks.
Yeah, thanks for commenting.
Your lol.
I appreciate it.
So, but yeah, what's up, Caleb? How's your week been?
Week's been good. Told you about my lottery snafu the other day.
You better scratch that ticket because I need to know if
very devastating.
if I can retire.
I was so bummed about that. No, my week's been really good, man. Dude, I made some chicken earlier this week, and I tried a new seasoning. So good.
What seasoning?
It's called Kickin' Chicken.
I think I've heard of that before.
It's at Costco somewhere. It's good. I'm really pumped about it.
That's actually good because our topic today is about food. So
excellent. Love food.
Me too, as you can tell. But there's a quick story that you had wanted to share.
What was the story?
It was about taking your mom out with you to Johnny's.
So in the realm of food, so I'm out with my mom. Man, look, here's the thing. I'm with my mom. We're at this bar and grill to see my brother play music, whatever. So we're sitting there. Yeah, Josh. So we're sitting there and she's like, do they have a menu for food? I was like, oh, yeah. And so the guy comes around, and I was like, there's one right over there. And the guy brings the menu and she looks at the menu and she says, I don't have my glasses. I can't see anything anyway. And I was like, then why did you ask for a menu? What are you? She's like, do you think it'd be mad if I got out my flashlight on my phone? I was like, Mom, don't you dare. Don't do that. And she was like, and then she brings it out. And like, I mean, we're like kind of front to this stage thing. And she's just, and she still couldn't see anything. She's like, Caleb, I need you to help me. I'm like, I'm not about to do it. I didn't.
You didn't help read the menu for your mama?
I'm not about to read that menu.
You know how many times she read that menu for you?
Whatever. I didn't do it. So what I did was I called the guy over, and all she did was she said, do y'all have chicken tenders? That's all she wanted anyway. So like, you don't need.
See, that doesn't bother me as much as people like making scenes as far as like complaining over their food at restaurants. Like that's the kind of stuff that.
She didn't have her glasses, complained about not having a menu, couldn't read the menu, and then she just wound up ordering chicken tenders.
I mean, hey, she wanted to make sure they had it. Which I'm pretty sure 99% of places have chicken tenders.
Every place has chicken tenders. And by the way, if you're over 20 and you still order chicken tenders, don't invite me to come with you.
You may not want to invite Julia. That's pretty much what she orders, like 80% of the time.
That's fine. Like, as long as
60% of the time,
bro. Like, if we go to a restaurant and you order chicken tenders, like if that's what they're known for, by all means go crazy. But if anywhere and you order, let me get the chicken tenders, I'm immediately judging you, and I think that you're a child.
I agree. I do the same thing.
Like,
every time she orders chicken tenders, I just look at her and I'm like, because you go to that's the most basic thing. Like you go to a restaurant, like
it truly is like the safest play, but like live a little.
Yeah.
We're moving on. Question of the day. So, okay, you got people coming over your house for the first time. What do you cook like to show off? What are you cooking to like really like raise some eyebrows? What are you cooking to impress people?
So meat wise would be chicken. I would do grilled chicken. I would have it marinated.
Like that one time you almost burned your house down when I came over for dinner?
Yeah.
Okay.
What's funny is your wife took all the burnt chicken home, all these black pieces of chicken. I was about to throw them in the trash. But yeah, we can tell that story later. But yeah, some marinated chicken. I just got a Blackstone, so I'm going to try to do... Anyways, marinated grilled chicken.
What are you marinating it in?
I use the Grill Mates, and it's different seasonings. I like the mojito lime. I might have to try that kickin' chicken, though. But also, the staple would be my mac and cheese, because my mac and cheese is bomb. And
have I ever had your mac and cheese?
I don't think so, but you tell me that yours is better than mine all the time.
It is, but fine.
I disagree. I mean, I don't know, actually, I guess, because I don't know that I've ever had yours either.
Ooh, see, I think you've had my vegan mac and cheese that I've made.
Oh, that was
which
for...
still wound up being delicious.
It was good. I mean, it wasn't as good as mine, but...
Okay.
And then I would, I'd have some other, like a nice salad with goat cheese and fruit. with fruit.
Is this goat cheese? Oh.
Actually, that's props to y'all. Y'all got us into the salads with goat cheese.
Hey, goat cheese is so good.
It is.
On a salad. Like, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I need to get back into eating goat cheese because, ugh.
And then I would also like bake some type of baked good for everyone.
Like a dessert. So you're doing like the whole 9.
Yeah, I'm just pretending like I have the time for all that.
Oh, what's up?
You can tell when you've came over, I've never made any. Well, I made, like you said, I almost burnt my house down making you chicken. Mm-hmm. I don't know what else we made that night, but...
For me, I think if I'm showing off, I would cook my Alfredo.
Yep.
Like, so...
Your Alfredo's bomb.
When Emily and I were first dating, she has this thing like girl night. Like once a month, all her girlfriends get together at somebody's house and they hang out for dinner or whatever. And to impress her and to get her friends to like me, she was hosting it one night, and I said, hey, let me cook dinner for your girls. Oh. And she said, okay, because she was like, oh, you're a good cook anyway. So I went all out. I had shrimp, sausage, and chicken, and it was like 4 or 5 different girls there, and I made all of their meals like a la carte. Like I was like, what would you want on your Alfredo? and like I tossed it, had the sauces, and like they could choose what toppings they wanted for their Alfredo.
You were so extra.
Hey,
I mean, that's probably why she said yes to you. But
boy, let me tell you something.
You ain't never done that for anybody else.
No, I have not. It's a lot of work. You have to be so special to get a la carte Alfredo at my house.
Julia, you heard that. We ain't that special. Actually, you know what? No, we had basically a la carte.
Yeah, but this one was like, I was like literally...
You put it all together. Like
putting
you had
it
the
in
chicken.
the pan. I
yeah.
had the noodles cooked. I had the meats already cooked. And I was like, yo, what do you want? And I was
like the
tossing
risotto
it.
Bar from Ben and Emily's wedding.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That was fire.
So that's what I do. My Alfredo. You come... If I make you... what's kind of funny is I make usually everybody my Alfredo. Like when they come over, like that's what... Like I'm kind of known for that.
No, it's good.
My other question for you is, let's say you're going to someone's house and the food they make is absolutely terrible. But the problem is that you've already told them you're hungry, you're starving, you're probably even running late. So you haven't eaten all day and you get there and the food is like probably, I would say, not even bland, but bad. It's not like unseasoned. What is this? What are you doing? Because you've built up your appetite to your friends, and their food that they set in front of you is just not.
So ahead of time, you already knew that their food was terrible.
No, you didn't know. I'm talking about like you've been talking about. I'm so excited to come over and eat dinner.
Okay,
Julie and I are both hungry. We're gonna grub tonight because I'm hungry. I haven't eaten all day. I had to miss lunch.
I'll be honest. I'm grubbing that night. I ain't saying a word. I may eat
that first bite is like,
I may eat it real slow and be like, yeah, what's the seasoning in this? Maybe ask for some ranch because ranch can drown out anything. And I couldn't personally be like, man, y'all food's trash. Can we order pizza? Is that what you would do?
No. I think it would. I'd probably have to like. I don't even know if I'm that smart to like ask for a condiment like ketchup or ranch. I'd probably have to just like take a couple bites and
ask for a couple refills on water.
Whew. I don't know the lie I would have to try to come up with to like get out of it. I'd be like, boy, I'm actually stuffed. What is that? Can I get a to-go box? Like, I don't know that.
Nah, for real though. I mean, because obviously you want to disrespect them, but I would find the best thing on the plate and eat all of that first. If there's something,
nothing.
You know what I meant? That question makes it. Have you ever watched? Since you have a Merry Christmas cup tonight, the movie Almost Christmas.
Almost Christmas.
It's got Monique in it. She's not the main character.
You
but
and your black films that you watch.
Yes.
No. Yes, I have seen
where
Almost
he's
Christmas.
missing his wife's sweet potato pie. She died.
Yeah.
Okay. It makes me think of her cooking in that movie. Do you remember? Mm-hmm. She came in and she had like all these bug eyes on all this food and she had spent slaving. If I came in and someone had all that.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what I would do because I told them the whole way over I'm starving. And then I get over there, and I literally cannot get it down.
I think you learn your lesson to tell them in the future that you aren't starving, and just tell them, "Oh yeah, I'm heading over." Don't let them know. So that way, if the food's bad, you can just eat a couple of bites and be like, "Whew, man, I'm stuffed."
I just thought about it. What I would do is I would get up to go, "Hey, let me nuke this in the microwave," and on the way to the microwave, drop it and go, "Oh no!"
Yeah, but then you have the hosts.
Look
who
what
are gonna be like,
happened.
"Oh no, don't worry about it." Sweep it up and then do a fresh plate of food, and then you would hold it. Oh no!
She's like, I'm all thumbs today. Oh, let me hold the pot. And just, oh no!
Next thing you know, you're gonna be like, "I need to go to the hospital. I don't know what's wrong." Yeah. You would make a fool out of yourself, Caleb.
If it was that bad, I think I'd really ham it up for him and just I'd probably fall in the food. Just oh god, no.
Would you ever tell them?
No. If they're a good friend, no. Wait. If they're not a good friend, or like if they're like an acquaintance, like. No, never tell them. But if it's you, I'll tell you.
Yeah.
I was like, bro, your food was trash. I had the heart to tell you. What'd you put in there? because I've ruined a dish. Like I've ruined a casserole
Yeah.
once. Like the recipe called for like half of a teaspoon of cinnamon, and I put half of a tablespoon of cinnamon.
Oh, okay. I thought you were gonna say like half a cup or something.
No, but like that cinnamon went a long way, and I tried to rinse it off. Like it was like in ground beef or ground turkey, and like I put the cinnamon in there, and like, and then like I was like, I don't think that was right. Let me look at the instructions real quick, and I was like, oh. And so I put the meat in the strainer and like tried to rinse off the cinnamon. It was supposed to be like a red sauce pasta dish. Like,
oh well,
so
you imagine
imagine
that
spaghetti
anyways.
with a heap of cinnamon in it. It's not a good combination. And we still like baked it in a casserole dish, and it was very bad.
Did you know someone random? But you said cinnamon. Someone told me that a secret to a good chili is to add just a dash of cinnamon into it.
And that's why weirdos eat chili with cinnamon rolls.
That makes sense. Yeah.
Never had that combo, but
I think I did try once, and it wasn't terrible.
I want to try it.
I'm getting ready to start a sourdough starter, and I'm going to be making some homemade cinnamon rolls. I'll let you try
and your
'em.
side projects. Anyway,
Oh, because you're one to talk.
I don't know what you're talking about.
All right, so we're talking about food today.
Food.
What you got?
Huh?
You got any questions for me about food?
No, not really. What's going on? You all right?
I don't know if you're all right.
I'm great.
What's your favorite food dish?
Dish? General Tso's chicken.
Really? I did not expect that answer.
Why not?
I didn't know you like Chinese food that much. We've never really had
like-
Chinese together, but
Chinese food is probably my favorite, like, overarching, like.
so your
food.
favorite food style?
Is it a
'Cause that's the
genre?
second-
Is it a genre? Is
it's
genre the right word?
No, what is it called?
Style?
No.
Cuisine? Type?
I feel like maybe. Cuisine.
I would say type.
Type of food? Chinese food is my favorite.
Interesting. I didn't know that.
General Tso's chicken. Or Tso's chicken. However you pronounce it. General Tso's chicken.
It's a little spicy, isn't it?
It's got a little bit of kick to it. There's always like a red pepper.
I
in
feel
it.
like
Oh,
I can't
gosh.
find any good Chinese spots around me.
Oh, there's some spots.
I need to. There's one in Grain Valley we need to try.
What's yours?
My favorite dish.
Dish, like not the type, but like this, like a dish.
Yeah. So I mean, I would definitely say. I mean, I love fried chicken. That's like something I will typically always go for.
What is fried chicken?
It's
Basically a giant chicken tender.
no. You have gravy and mashed potato. It's a comfort meal.
Like a chicken fried steak?
Yes, but fried chicken. I can't believe you've never had that. That's good food.
I don't like to order chicken around people.
What?
Like if I'm out to dinner with like people who aren't black, I don't like to order chicken. You can laugh all you want to. I don't like doing it.
I'm laughing because my mind didn't go there until you
my
explained
mind
it.
does. Like I don't want to like if I'm out because okay, I hang out with mostly. I have a lot of white friends, and when we go to dinner, I'm like. My thought process is don't order the chicken. Like I really like think that every time. I was like, because the last thing I want to happen is like for me to order, let me get the chicken and have anybody over there go, I knew it. Like I don't want that.
You know who that person would be, right?
Joel.
I was gonna say
Like Joel would do it any day, but like I get a little self-conscious about it, so I never order the chicken. Like I'll order anything else
If
at
it
a
helps you
restaurant
feel
before
better,
chicken.
if we ever go out to dinner, order the chicken. I'll never say anything.
Again, unless we're at a chicken place, like Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles, or like, I don't know, whoever place sells chicken.
Raising Cane's.
Cane's is trash. Anyway.
Anyways, favorite dish. Also mac and cheese or burgers. But I would say my favorite style overall would be Mexican.
Okay. Mexican is okay. It's
Okay? Man, cheese dip, I could eat all day long. I could drink it. Just
You know what I hate about cheese dip is like when it gets down like to the last remnants and like whoever like has like the least amount of like manners, like whoever's like scraping the last bits, always like there's no cool way to do it, like because they're always Like my wife is like with her finger, like we're in a group setting, and she's just. And I'm like,
hey, as long as nobody knows.
She has what's that? There's a word for it. She's got no like, I don't know.
Cares.
That too, but it's a C word, but I forget what the word is. I don't know. It's not
compassion.
I don't know what it is. She doesn't have it though. She's got no qualms about like.
I thought you were gonna say when it gets like to the very last bit and someone's going like this, and then they look up and be like, "Does anybody want any more before I take the last bite?" As you've already got it on your chip.
Like get out of here.
Which I used to like always just like never. If I wanted that, I wouldn't go for it. Now I'm like, I don't care. I'm taking the last bite. I'm getting older, so people need to respect their elders. And
it's an elder thing. I can't do it.
No, I'm just kidding. That's what I was gonna say earlier. Respect your elders, man. Read the menu for your mama.
Yeah. Okay.
Hey, was she in California for Mother's Day?
She was.
Okay, I saw the picture of her, David and Chris. I thought, oh, that's sweet. She went out there.
She goes out there for that.
I'm ready to go back to California. I need another trip.
So, in your opinion, what restaurant like just never misses? What restaurant always hits? It's always a good experience every time you go.
I think if you go to the place, 54th Street or 54 Draft House now, is what it's called. I went to the new one in Independence today. It is nice inside. You know, they used to have like stuff everywhere and on the ceilings.
Yeah.
It's not that way anymore. It is like fancy dining.
Okay.
It was good. Anyways. But 54th Street, other than that, my other one goes to Cooper's Hawk because I feel like most other places mess their food up every other time.
Yeah, Cooper's Hawk. I've only been there, I think, one time, and it was a very pleasant dining experience.
Every time I've been there, I've only been there like 2 or 3 times. It's been phenomenal.
I would say either Cooper's Hawk in, was it Lee Summit? There's a location. There's a place in Soiree on 18th and Vine.
I have heard of this place. What do they have?
I have talked about it. It's a steak and oyster spot. They've got it's not steak and oysters like in the same dish, but
no,
like,
I know.
I've been
oysters.
there. Yeah, oysters are gross, but I've been there 2 times, and the food is out of this world. Like I had like some ribeye once, and that was, like it was like I bit into it, and I was like, oh my god, oh,
Somebody call my mama.
like. I don't share food. I don't pick on my plate, but I was like, yo, you gotta take, this is delicious. Like
Which is funny because I'm the complete opposite. And Julia knows this too because of how she met my family and stuff. But we eat off everybody's plates.
Don't touch
And
my
I
plate.
remember you and Emily got into a fight where you didn't talk to her, I think, for like a day.
She took my toast.
Yeah, because she ate your toast. I think she just ate a bite. Then you wouldn't take it back.
Well, yeah, I'm petty. But no, look.
P-E to the T-T-Y.
Okay, there's a thing about that toast. If the toast had not been touched on my plate, that is fair game because I usually don't eat a lot of bread. But shut up.
No, it's just the way you said it.
Hush. But I had buttered and jammed the toast.
Yeah.
I prepped it and I set it aside, and I was so excited for it. And again, if it was like bare toast, like raw toast, she doesn't know that I'm gonna eat that. But I put jelly on it. Like, how do you not know that I'm planning?
So, like, even for your spouse, if like she wants to try a bite of your food, say you're out to a restaurant, a new restaurant you guys have never been, you both got different dishes.
Order what I order.
And you won't let her. Like you don't want her to try.
You need to order what I order. If you want to eat what I eat, order what I order.
Emily,
keep your
I am
fork
so
off my.
Keep my wife's name out your mouth.
Like I just don't.
That's funny. See, me and Julia, when we go out, we will often be like, "Oh, well, you get this, you get that. We'll share."
You know what you can do? If you want to eat off my plate, let me finish eating. Whatever is left, there's never anything left. If anything is left,
you can have the scraps.
By all means, go nuts. Or at least let me offer it. Like if with that steak at Soiree, that ribeye was so good. I was like, hey, you gotta try this. This is delicious. Let me offer. I won't, but let me. Like, I might.
And I get like for everyone in general, but not even for your wife.
I need all my calories. This is my meal.
Okay.
I want to enjoy it.
My wife, we went to, the first time she met my mom and my brother, we went to Texas Roadhouse, which I don't like Texas Roadhouse. I like their rolls. Anyways, we order, and Julia had 2 sides, and so she said, yeah, she got chicken tenders with a side of fries, and they asked her what her second side was, and she's like, can I just have extra fries?
You know what?
Hold on. They came to the table with the food. We all had like salads and like stuff, and then Julia has these chicken tenders and then 2 huge plates of fries. Anyways, we were sharing with everyone. She offered. She was nervous. What were you gonna say?
I got a quick rant about people, restaurants, and food. If you go out with me, if we're out at a restaurant, I need you to know what you're ordering before we even sit down.
You are
like before we even park the car. I need you to know what's going on. Again, this is my wife. This is why I'm always like, my wife is not awesome. She always needs another 5 minutes. I don't care where we go. We could go to
Julia
McDonald's.
too.
It doesn't matter what restaurant we're at. When the server comes up, I need 3 seconds. I need 3, 5, 10 seconds. Boom. I know what I want. Like, it doesn't take that long. I don't care if it's the Cheesecake Factory menu, which is basically a chapter book. Give me 5 seconds. I know what I want. My wife does not matter where we are. That server comes up. Hey, is everybody ready to order? My wife, I need like another 5 minutes.
I think the Holy Spirit just brought you a word to share with the people of truth.
It makes me so mad.
I agree. My wife does this every time we go to McDonald's drive-thru. Mind you, we have 2 little kids. So McDonald's is a fairly common stop. And
pitiful.
McDonald's menu really ain't changed.
Hasn't changed in 40 years.
And every time it's like, I don't know.
Ooh.
What's new? What do they have new? Okay, I guess I'll just get the McChicken, which I always get.
Listen, I'm going to speak for all the indecisive women who are not here right now and just say what I want changes based on how I'm feeling at that moment.
But the menu doesn't change.
Then what I said was still stands. I need you to know what you want before we pull up.
I don't. You don't have to drive separately. I do agree with him, especially McDonald's.
But like at a restaurant, like bro, and now my wife, what she does is if like we're making plans, which is really helpful for me, she'll like look at the menu online on her phone. We're like the day we make the plans, which is great. But then she still needs because again, we get there, we're with friends. She wants to talk and catch up. And then the server comes and she's like, oh, I forgot that we were even at a restaurant right now. Like
now hold on. Life. Okay, I will say, I don't know my order within 10 seconds, but it doesn't take me but a few minutes. If the waitress comes and says, is everybody ready? And I'm the only one that's not because I've been talking, then I'll just say, I'll go last because I'll have my order by then. So like if we get to a restaurant, yeah, give us a few minutes to look at the menus. She takes like 30.
I got another ick
right,
too.
Julia?
I take as much time as I need.
Okay, look, I got another ick. When the food comes, can we look alive? Can we not know what's going on? Like you see the food walk up. I can't stand people that need to like, hey, chicken Alfredo.
Yeah.
And like someone's just like, so anyway, so my watch broke the other day. And I'm like,
that's finally when I'm
Mary Beth, your chicken. He's holding it.
Normally, because I don't know who. I'll just be like, chicken Alfredo, please.
That makes look alive, folks. Like what are we doing here? Like, oh,
you came to a restaurant to eat. Be ready.
Because by the time the food has come, I'm so hungry, and I'm tired. I hate that you have to be like chivalrous or have manners and have to like wait until everyone gets their food, and you're just like.
That's the best part because then you can see what everybody's got to see what you can take a bite of.
And Becky doesn't know that the server's holding her crawfish boil, and I'm just like, get it together.
Have you ever had a bad dining experience? Besides all that.
My bad dining experiences come from the people that I dine with.
So that was your bad dining experience.
I don't know. Like I've had like slow service before, but I don't know what's bad. Like I don't know how to be treated as a human. So I don't know what I don't know what a bad.
I mean, like if your food has, so for instance, for mine, two come to mind. Cheddar's actually, which I love Cheddar's, but we went there one night. I don't blame the waitress, and it wasn't her fault, but I got chicken fried steak because I hadn't had the steak version in a while. It came out like hard as a rock. So I normally am not one to send food back.
But is that a bad dining experience? I feel like when you say a
I mean,
bad,
if you let me finish the story. So it was hard as a rock. I don't normally send food back because I'm afraid. Have you seen the movie Waitress?
You mean Waiting?
Waiting. Mm-hmm. I ain't letting them put no nasty stuff up on my food just because I told them their food wasn't right. But then this time I was just like, hey, you can't even cut it. She sends it back. Literally comes out worse than it was before. And so at that point, everyone's already almost done with their food. So to me, that was a bad dining experience. I didn't really get to eat what I wanted. Didn't get to eat with everybody else. Yada, yada, yada.
I have had a bad dining experience.
Okay.
It was down on the plaza. It might have been Graham and Dunn, Grand Falloon. There was some restaurant down there. Me and Em went for like, I don't know, like an anniversary dinner or something. And the food was terrible. The food made it like that bad. And then the server, he was really like apologetic, but like every time they like, because we sent the food back like 2 or 3 times and it just did not hit. And I was like, all right, this place is garbage. It was unseasoned, bland tasting.
Yeah, no.
And it was like a very expensive place. And I don't remember the name of it. I wish I did so I can shame him. What do you think?
I just had another one. Do you know what I'm thinking of? Gordon Ramsay steak. I don't
know what place it was called, but it was on the plaza. And they were not good.
Yeah, Gordon. So, have you ever been to Gordon Ramsay steak?
I ain't got that kind of money.
Well, I mean, you'll get there one day on my level. But I'm just kidding. I loved Gordon Ramsay steak. You talk about a good steak. They will melt in your mouth. Yes, they will also melt your elbows off from the price. But they will melt in your mouth. We went, and also one thing is they used to have these sourdough like rolls, and you had 2 things of butter. One had this volcano sea salt, and one had honey. It was like one of my favorite things about that place. Go there. They have these new local bread from some place. It was a brioche bun. Was not good. The fries were not cooked all the way. The steaks were not cooked right. Again, I didn't say anything because I didn't want them messing with it, and they were just having an off night. I didn't want the wait. I don't like if I can handle it, it ain't that big of a deal. Like, too many people are mean to servers and wait staff. It ticks me off. Like, there's no reason to be hateful to them. There's no reason. There was one waitress who was. Anyways, this doesn't matter. Next question. I don't even know what I was talking about.
A bad dining experience.
Texas Roadhouse. What? Yes, so we used to have a bunch of friends that would want to go there every single time we went out to eat. I loved their bread. I would get different food items. They would always never cook the steak right, never cook the food right, taste very bland. The only thing that I have had good from there in the last 3 years, besides their buns, is their salmon.
I do love a good salmon.
Me too.
Soiree, the restaurant I was recommending earlier, has incredibly good salmon bites. They're like little fried little bits of salmon. So good. Where do you think is like the best place? And I think we should plug this spot, whatever he names. If it's a chain restaurant, do your thing, live your life. But what is the best place for a date? The best restaurant?
I've said it 10 million times.
Say it again.
Cooper's Hawk.
Cooper's Hawk Winery.
Honestly, Cooper's Hawk, can you just sponsor us already? We love your wine. We're in your wine club. We love your food. We could like have some samples here.
Yeah, I'd have a Cooper's Hawk wine bottle in the back, you know.
Do you know the SAG Awards?
Screen Actors Guild Award? Yes.
They, for the last 2 years, have been their like wine sponsor. So like they have special bottles for them.
Wow.
And if you're in the wine club, you got one of the bottles.
Okay, Cooper's
Anyways,
Hawk. Holla.
because I guess they're kind of a chain, but they're not a chain.
If I were going on a date and I wanted to like have a nice dining experience, I think I would either go to Cooper's Hawk or Pearl Tavern.
I've never been to Pearl Tavern.
Pearl Tavern, and it's like a seafood restaurant. Very, very good food. I think because it's also like quiet. I hate a loud dining experience. That's why I don't really used to care for like 54th Street or like Applebee's or even Cheesecake Factory. Any spot that is clapping on your birthday, I'm not going there for a date.
But you like Texas Roadhouse? They put you on a saddle. Actually, one time we put Julie on a saddle. It wasn't even her birthday.
Okay, so real quick, do you like Texas Roadhouse or not? Because you have a lot of stories.
I have been to Texas Roadhouse many times. It is not a place I would choose to go.
That's low key controversial.
You know what? I'm okay with being controversial on this.
That's how you feel about it.
That is
Texas
how I
Roadhouse,
feel.
ain't it?
It ain't. It ain't it. I don't know why they're. Nope. I'd rather go somewhere else.
Yeah, but you like Raising Cane's though. I think Raising Cane's is trash.
We live right up the road from it, and
It's still trash.
no, it's not. You also don't like chicken tenders.
I don't like Raising Cane's chicken tenders.
It's not trash. The first time I ate it, I thought it was trash.
They ruined their first impression.
Yeah, and I didn't go back for years. And then me and Julia went, and it's their sauce that does it.
All right, best place for a group date, like group of fans, six or more people. Where are you going? Everybody can get something. Everybody is happy.
Golden Corral. No, I'm just kidding.
Okay. No, for real. Remember when Golden Corral or any buffet used to be like
The thing
to do?
Yes.
When was the last time you went to like a Golden Corral?
It has been forever. I actually thought about
Like how many years do you think it's been?
Actually, the last time was when we went down to her grandpa's funeral because
When was that? How many years ago?
5, 6,
Was it terrible?
7 years.
Was it a terrible experience?
I mean, it wasn't terrible because with Golden Corral, honestly, like yes, their food isn't like seasoned to the core, but I mean, you can typically find something, even if it's just a salad.
Well, yeah. So like me and my buddies one time, we were sitting around. It was around dinner time. We're like, hey, y'all want to eat? We're like, yeah, we're all hungry. Let's go to Golden Corral. We are adults. We're like 26, 7, 8, 9. I don't know. And we all hop in the car, go to Golden Corral. It was the nastiest food. I was like, what is this? This used to be so hot.
Yeah. I actually,
So
not too long
good.
ago, I was like, maybe I should take me and Julia, Boston, and Brooklyn. We should just go to Golden Corral. I would love
Don't
to.
do it.
Because of the nostalgia.
That's why we went, and it
Yes.
did not. Oh,
It doesn't hit
man.
the same.
No.
Yeah. No.
I might take my kid to it just to let him.
We
like,
used to go. My
experience
mom
it.
actually was a waitress there when I was very, very little. But like we used to go for family dinners all the time there.
You know what? It's some quality people watching in there.
Yes.
Like people like dipping like chicken drumsticks in chocolate sauce, and I'm just like, you people.
You say you would.
The Golden Corral crowd, man, they are primetime television. Anyway,
Same thing. You know the place that this is not food related. Could be. That's prime. Whatever television.
people watching
Santa Calagon.
Santa Calagon. Okay, I'm gonna let the people tell me if I'm mean for this. This has nothing to do with food. This popped in my mind. I was at Target.
You're mean.
Probably am. And I saw a woman who, in my head, when I saw her,
In my head.
I saw, you're so dumb. I saw her and I was like, ma'am, that outfit belongs in Walmart. The color of her hair, the way she was dressed, I was like, take that to Walmart.
Hold the phone, Caleb.
That was the first thought. I did
Hold
not.
no. Hold the phone. You shop exclusively at Walmart.
I do.
So what do you mean that outfit belongs at Walmart?
I was because I was in there because I got to get dressed up to go to Target. So I was in there.
It's true. That's
and, like,
facts.
I'll be going
Big
to the
facts.
store and I'm like, hold on, I'm going to Target. Let me change my shirt real quick. And
You
so
can't go
I
in
was
pajamas.
in Target and I saw this lady and I was like, that belongs in Walmart, girl. Like,
Do you remember the store people at Walmart? Not the store, the website.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
So I know I'm mean for that. I apologize, but it was a real
Listen,
thought, and I was just like, ooh.
Everyone does it. I mean, everyone looks at someone and be like, "Oh, I would not have worn that."
So what food do you think is overrated?
Well, we mentioned oysters earlier. I think that for people, that's gross.
That's just a nasty food.
Yeah. Overrated food. Start with yours.
I would say, one, avocado anything.
Yes.
Now, granted, I love avocados. I love guacamole. I like avocados, but the hype over avocado is
It's an avocado. That was for my wife.
I want a new host.
Thanks.
I want a new co-host. But yeah, I think avocado stuff, man. Like also like, and I love sushi, but the hype on it, y'all need to settle down. It's just sushi. Like, I love it.
I don't think sushi's overrated. I love sushi. I'm trying to think of an overrated chicken tenders.
No, Raising Cane's wildly overrated. People in there like the
Caleb's Alfredo.
the cane sauce. Like
It's good. Do you're not? Are you not a sauce person though?
love a good sauce.
Okay.
But Raising Cane sauce, like I had
Love
it,
a
and
good
like
sauce.
if your dish needs help, it's not that good. That's why Chick-fil-A has been dethroned by Popeyes, like the chicken sandwich. Because the Chick-fil-A sandwich needs help. It needs one of the sauces, whether it's like the Polynesian or the Chick-fil-A sauce or the ranch or whatever. The spicy chicken sandwich from Popeyes, way better.
That's how you feel.
That's the truth. It's not an
That's
opinion.
how you feel. Which holiday has the best food?
I want to know yours first.
Oh, Thanksgiving, hands down.
I disagree.
Well, again, it goes back to traditions because people have different foods at different holidays. Like, what
Turkey and stuffing.
you don't go for the turkey, bruh.
The 4th of July has the best food.
4th of July has great food.
It has the best food. It's barbecue.
Not everybody's 4th of July had barbecue, but I
Who
will.
wasn't grilling on the 4th of July?
I don't remember what I know.
What did y'all eat?
I think like McDonald's. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Remember, I told you we used to have banger parties out of my Aunt Sue's, and I remember like it was kind of like a second Thanksgiving. I am a side dish kind of guy, and so I go for the mac. The reason why I started making mac and cheese is because for 3 years at my family dinner, it got messed up. My uncle burnt it. My uncle burnt it making it one time in a big old pot. Couldn't have it that year. The next year, I don't know what happened. So finally, I saw an episode of Steve Harvey's show, and his daughter was making her mac and cheese.
Black shows, man.
And I use her recipe, but
do
I've
you
also
think you are?
catered it. Hey,
But no, I Thanksgiving food is good. It's good, but it's just like turkey ruins Thanksgiving for me.
I mean, it's not, again, turkey is not what I go for. I only get like one small piece.
Yeah, but again,
my
that's
favorite
like-
thing is leftover turkey sandwiches.
Right, but the turkey, it needs help. It needs all the sides to come alongside of it and help
Which
it up.
makes it that comfort food.
You know what bums me out is that you never eat stuffing any other time of the year. And that, like, I want to have stuffing on a Tuesday.
I'm not even a stuffing kind of guy. Like it's all right.
Oh, man. Or and actually, dressing. Do you know there's a difference between stuffing and dressing?
I was just gonna say they're the same thing.
They are not the same thing.
Is one of them?
But
is
I get it.
Stuffing what you put inside the turkey?
So this is because you're white. And I'm not being mean. Most white people, in my experience, eat stuffing. Stovetop. Comes in a box. You add water and that's it. Stuffing. Stovetop. Comes in a box. People of color, black folks, we eat dressing.
So basically, it's homemade.
It is incredibly homemade.
And Caleb, I hate to tell you, but that's how our family makes it too.
Whatever.
Have I had stovetop before? Yes. Is it good? It's all right. But
Then
homemade
you ain't had it right.
Homemade dressing is a lot better.
I don't know where I was. I was probably at Emily with my wife's family, and they had stovetop. It's very good. It tastes great. And then we went to like my family's Thanksgiving, and they had dressing in it, and I was like, "Oh my God, this is it."
Are your in-laws still in town?
Yes, until
they?
tomorrow.
Okay.
They're visiting some other
Sorry,
people
I know
right
that was random.
Yeah. But like, yeah, man. Oh, stove dressing. Oh, my. I could eat a plate of just that.
Okay.
But not stovetop. Stovetop
That's good.
is.
That's how you feel.
But 4th of July, I think, in my opinion, has the best food. Because that's the only holiday I can eat like 8 bratwursts and no one's going to say anything. Or like 4 burgers and like all the baked beans I want.
Oh, I do love some good
And,
baked
like,
beans.
burnt ends.
4th of July's got great food too. I will tell you, but I mean, where do you go for 4th of July?
I don't know. People's houses.
So you don't have like a routine standard place?
No.
I'd say because going back to our family, like when my Aunt Sue passed, we stopped having those parties, right? Mm-hmm. And then we had like a couple parties. We've had some parties. We've had still some great parties. One at Smithville Lake, but like I don't feel like I don't know. I don't feel like 4th of July has been a big one for us, babe. Do you?
Not since we got married.
Yeah,
but
which sucks because I love 4th of July, and I love the food. So I would love to maybe just start a new tradition, or I don't know.
Maybe we should have a tradition the 4th of July. We'll just get together and I'll grill.
Yeah, make sure
can
you
make
get
your
yourself
macaroni and
those
cheese.
8 bratwurst. You know what? Actually, Caleb, I want to put it to the test. I want to taste your mac and cheese, and I want you to taste mine.
Okay.
I want to have a competition.
Yeah, okay.
You down?
Let's run it.
Let's do it in our life group. We'll have them taste test.
You feeling froggy?
I mean, I'm feeling confident.
I mean, look, I just don't want it to ruin our friendship because right now we're still good friends, and I don't want all of our friends.
Oh, we're good friends. Oh, yeah.
I just don't want our friends to. I don't want you to be embarrassed when no one picks your mac and cheese.
I mean, I'm used to being picked last in gym class, so
I'm just saying, like, don't look at me differently when like you don't win.
well, don't be surprised when my mac and cheese don't come out of a box.
I'm actually just impressed that you don't use a box.
We need to start wrapping up. We're getting close on time. Real quick, I do want to ask this: do you ever send food back?
Mostly no. I will only send food back if it's literally like something I not can't eat, but like won't eat. Like if I order like I don't know, like if I order like spaghetti and something with like that's just like what's that? Like a chicken marsala that's like covered in mushrooms. Mm-hmm. Like if I order like and you give me the wrong dish and it's like something like I think mushrooms are gross.
Yes, me too.
So like if you send me that, then I'm like, hey, I didn't order this. But if I order a spaghetti and you give me a lasagna, thank you. This is fine. Like I'm not. I don't care. I'm a coward. I'm not sending.
No, and we kind of talked about it earlier. I just don't. You know, I don't want them messing with it. Two, if it's not that big of a deal, I don't want to have to make them work. They be nice to wait staff.
Like
period.
I can order a steak and you bring me a hot dog. Thank you.
You want to know what grinds my gears?
This is fine.
Is when I'm with someone, they get their dish. It's perfectly fine, but they're gonna find something, and they'll be like, waiter. I'm gonna tell you what. I'm going to my car.
Wait, what if they find a hair? What if you find a hair in your food and it's not your hair?
Is it really that deep?
You're not gonna send it back?
No.
I don't know.
Depending on where the hair is. I mean, if the hair is barely touched, I'm not just gonna eat it.
What if it's like in the food and like you're like
I may just not eat it.
The hair or the food?
The food.
But you wouldn't like send it back. You just I don't want it.
Yeah, we're talking about two different things. I'm talking about the people who will just make scenes to get like free stuff or to get like discounts or like whatever. Have you ever obviously you're a good upstanding citizen. You've never like dined and dashed? No. I've thought about it, but I couldn't. I think I have once. It would be so easy to do, I feel like.
Oh, it's really easy. I did it recently.
I used to tell my parents that, like when we would be at 54th Street or something, like no one's watching. We could literally get up from the table, and they would be like, "Quit saying stuff like that."
I think I have once when I was like in college. I think I did it one time. Yeah, maybe. Hey. I don't know. I did have a bad dining experience on Mother's Day with my mom. Like I took her to IHOP because that's where she wanted to go. My mom is real. She's real chill. Like
I love IHOP.
I'm like, hey mom, where you want to go for like Mother's Day? She'll like take me to Wendy's and get me a 4 for $4. And I'm like, Mom, that's $4. She's like, I want to go to Wendy's, get me a 4 for $4. And I'm like, I'm sorry. She says 4 for $4. So
4 for $4.
I want the 4 for $4. And I'm like, all right. But this time she's like, I want to go to IHOP. I was like, bet. Like, this is easy, the cheap date. And the service was forever. And by the time she got her food, it was stone cold. Like, and she ordered like pancakes and sausages. And it was cold. And I didn't order anything, but she was like, I'm not eating this. And then like we just got up and walked out. Like the food hadn't been touched, but because it was cold. And the server was like, y'all can't do that. My mom was like, we're doing that. And we just walked out. And I'm like, well, I drove, so I got to go with her. And the manager like ran after us and was like, what's going on? You just are not paying for this. I'm like, well, so
Then you had to explain.
it's cold and my mother didn't want it.
Did you eat your food?
I didn't order anything. I was just there with her, just treating her.
Did you have a drink or anything?
I think I had a water.
Okay.
But like literally the food wasn't touched. So I was just like.
So for Mother's Day, you just take your mom to a place and sit across from her, watch her eat food and not eat anything?
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, that's.
I will take my mom wherever she wants to go for Mother's Day. We bought her an iPad or a laptop this year for Mother's Day. She didn't. It makes you mad. She don't know how to work it. It makes you mad.
Make sure she has her glasses to look at it. All right. Weekly segment.
No, are there places you don't tip?
So, I mean, if I'm sitting down at a restaurant, I will always tip. And I'm a good tipper. I'll typically tip over. However, quit asking me for a tip for everything.
So I saw this TikTok about, so the gist of it was, if I stand to order, I'm not tipping.
Yes, but then they stare at you while you write 0. And so then I feel obligated half the time to write like, okay, $3.
So you don't tip at Starbucks?
No, I don't tip at Starbucks.
See,
now, and granted, I think like I could. I'm thinking more of like if you order your food from a place to pick up.
Oh yeah, the pickup. Oh, the pickup is
and
the worst.
They always expect you. Like I feel like they expect you because they're staring at you. They're like, just fill this one out. And I'm like, $5.
Oh, that's tough. It's weird. Like because same way. Like if I'm going to pick up the food, if I'm feeling real gangster, I'm just like 0. Like I'm not tipping. But sometimes I'm like,
yeah.
I don't know.
I do the same thing.
But like, yeah, there are spots where like I'm getting into the habit of like not tipping like the yogurt stand girl that like just literally hands me a cup.
Yeah.
Or like I feel there's a little bit of guilt because I'm like, am I taking money out of their pocket now? Like, does the barista at Starbucks make like service wages? I don't know.
So I will tell you, just on the legal aspect of companies, if you are a server, like they have to make minimum wage regardless. So when I worked at Sonic, our wage for tipping was like we got like 5 something an hour compared to the normal wage because your tips would cover that. Mm-hmm. But you have to turn in what you make in tips, and if it does not cover the amount of what like your minimum wage would be, they have to pay you the minimum wage. It's a legal thing.
Okay.
But anyways, all right, weekly segment. That's how you feel.
I thought it was rants and praises.
You better back it on up.
I'm so mad that we're on like episode 13 and I still don't know, or 14 and I still don't know like what the segment's called.
I'm so mad that it was originally called something. You then started a trend of, well, it's called rants and praises.
Actually, I have another thing before we get to the weekly segment. You're going to choose a bread.
Oh, I already got it.
What are you choosing?
Sourdough.
Okay, so again, thank you for answering before, but I want you to pick out which restaurant has the best bread out of those 9 breads. So for the folks that are just listening to the podcast, the choices are Cheesecake Factory's bread, Red Lobster's bread, their cheddar biscuits, Olive Garden's breadsticks, Texas Roadhouse's rolls, Cracker Barrel's biscuits, Outback's bread, Boston Market, Longhorn, and Buca de Beppo. Which bread are you picking?
It would be A or B.
Cheesecake Factory or Red Lobster?
Yes. This one has the wrong bread on Cheesecake Factory.
Texas Roadhouse, though?
I will say their bread's good, but I could eat a ton of Red Lobster's biscuits. But A or B. What about you?
Oh, easy. Red Lobster all day. Cheddar biscuits.
Yeah.
Cheddar biscuits all...
Now, and if you actually buy the mix at home, it's legit.
I do love Texas Roadhouse's rolls, though.
I will admit, as much as I've harped on them, y'all ain't got bad rolls, and your butter is good too.
That honey butter, oh my god!
Just all that other food you got, fix it. All right, so
All right,
actually, you know
segment
what?
now.
Because I actually have a real rant this week. I'm gonna let you start.
Okay, because I kind of have a praise for the folks that support our podcast, that you watch it but you don't comment. I want to say thank you. There are people that have come up to me and said, "Hey, I really enjoy your podcast." And it's still hard for me to accept that people actually watch this thing. Like, if you don't comment, I don't believe that you're watching it, because we post a lot and we're like, "Hey, love your podcast." And I got into an argument with somebody, Gabe. I got into an argument with him. He was like, "I love your podcast." I was like, "You don't even watch the podcast." He's like, "I saw the episode of The Wives where you talked," and he mentioned like specific points that like weren't in like a clip.
And so let me guess, you're like, why didn't you comment or like?
I said, thank you for supporting the podcast. I felt so bad. But yeah, Gabe, my Aunt Lisa, she said that she doesn't know what to comment, but she likes every episode. She's like, I don't know what to comment. Just write, love the podcast. If you don't know what to say, just
Lisa,
comment,
love you.
the
Thank you
podcast.
for the support. I don't even know who she is. I just told her I loved her.
Yeah, Emily's aunt. And
I
then
have met her. She makes the cupcakes.
she does make really good desserts and treats. There was a lady at our church. I was walking into the building. She was walking out. She said, "I love your podcast." And I said, "Thank you so much." I have no idea who she is, and I probably should. But whoever
I'm curious
you are,
who it is.
the problem is I probably do know who she is, and I probably met her several times, and I'm just like,
no,
Levi, also, thank you for watching.
Yeah, it's hard for me to watch it sometimes just because I'm like,
So for this, I call them the silent supporters, but everybody that's watching it. Now I do got a rant though.
well,
That was my praise.
Let me
I got
say
a rant,
to
though.
that, I will say I agree, because my cousin Lacey the other day, she was like, "I love your podcast. It's so funny." And I was like, "I didn't even know you watched." You know,
Bro.
I was like, I didn't just. I was like, "Thank you." A bunch of people at work randomly. I have some people that are behind on episodes too. But what's your rant?
The Walmart customer service line. People, remember I was complaining about people with like cash registers. If I gotta make a return, like, what are y'all doing that takes so long in the customer service area? Like, when I go to return an object, I say, "Hey, I'd like to make a return. Do you have a receipt?" "Sure. Here, boom, boom, scan your card, done." I'm out of there within 60 seconds. I'm so efficient. And even if I don't have a receipt, they say, "Would you like it on a gift card? Would you like store credit?" I say, "That's fine." I'm out of there in 60 seconds. Every time I go to the return, whether it's Target, this one just happened to be Walmart, everybody in front of me has 80,000 issues. And I'm just like, what is going on?
And doesn't it irk you when you're like standing there waiting patiently for 15 minutes just to get there, whatever,
me
and then
1
you go up
second.
there and you're out like that.
In and out. Like the pride I have knowing that I'm going to be efficient at this. The people behind me are getting blessed that they're in front of me.
That's true.
Like, you're welcome that
gonna
I'm
get
in
you a
front of you and I
shirt.
have my act together
I'm gonna get you a shirt that says on the back, "You are #blessed."
because I'm in front of you.
Yeah. No, I agree though. Also, like Walmart pharmacy lines, same thing to get your medicine.
In and out.
Literally, it doesn't. And then you have people arguing. Yeah, I'm the same way. My rant: keep your feet off of social media.
I'm sorry, what?
Quit putting pictures of feet on Facebook or social media. I don't want to open up my phone and see someone's infected toe, someone's sliced heel, some callus on your foot. I don't want to see that.
Okay.
And
You see, I was thinking, my first thought was, what's up with your algorithm? What have you been watching to get feet?
no, I ain't got no foot fetish.
Now, I actually do like the feet on the...
When someone posts, "Got an infected toenail, saw the doctor today, says that it should be better in 2 weeks," you like that?
No, but like I stumbled upon like feet TikTok where it's like ingrown toenails being removed and clipped and like calluses being scraped and bunions being dug out. The ingrown toenails are like that's my jam. I can watch those all day. Like when they cut into it and like it pus and it bleeds. I can watch videos of that.
Keep your feet and keep your videos off of social media.
What about like pimple popping? Can you watch those?
It's not necessary.
I'm into
No.
it. When I'm scrolling on TikTok and like an ingrown toenail comes up, I go to the page and I'll watch all.
You're
the videos.
disgusting. Sorry. No.
Almost.
Would
yum.
you? Okay. So would you post a picture of your foot to show everyone your infected toenail,
No.
or something else is wrong with your foot?
No, my
with
toes
your
are-
toenails that ain't been clipped, that are yellow. You got hair coming off this side, this way.
Nah, not my own feet. Like I could climb a tree barefoot with my feet. Like nah, my feet are terrible.
But last week, it happened to me. I would open up Facebook and someone's story, like they had sliced their heels open, and it was just right front and center. And then it took me back to every time because I get mad when I do. It really grinds my gears.
Gosh, these feet.
And the thing is, the reason why I don't say anything about it is because most of the time is older people. They'll post a picture of their feet to update people on their health, and I'm sorry, I'm just not here for it. Like
Oh, Aunt Darlene has a foot problem and Levi is not here for it.
No, Darlene, put your feet away. Jeez.
All right, folks. Hey, this has been another great episode of Feet
And food.
and that's how you feel. Thanks for tuning in.